Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Love seeing the faces come in. Hello, hello. Hi, Miss Iris. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, J-Lo. Hello, Dr. Terry. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Anna. Hello. Nice to see you. Anna, did the 7 o'clock presidential call happen? I wasn't able to check the Zoom.
I'm not sure because I was running a Zoom meeting at 7:15
Okay. All right.
and I start at 7, but hopefully my
There'll be,
person
yeah,
gets on for the
I think
9.
it, based on the messages, I'm pretty sure it happened.
Thank you.
And there's another one at 9 p.m. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Tori. Hello. See some new faces. Eddie. Hello. Lisa from
Hi, how are you?
Australia. Gotta love Lisa from Australia. Thanks for being in, Lisa. Nice to have you. Susanna, welcome, Susanna. Nice to have you in here. You guys, Susanna's new to the team. Give her some love. Katrina, hello. Nice to see you here. All right, we got a nice group showing up. It's 8:31. We'll give everybody just a few more minutes. All right, Amy, hello from Virginia. Alabama. Nice, guys. Nice to have you guys here with us tonight. If you're new here, my name is Brandon Cunningham. This is the TBC Huddle, TBC True Blue Community. You are going to find a group of amazing, amazing entrepreneurs here that gather together to use the next 30 minutes to move their families forward. And I'm a firm believer that once we hit our
Yes.
financial goals, that if we want to be able to really enjoy our hard work, what we have to do is help other people hit their goals. I call it feeding the village. If you feed the village, if your village, your team is fed and they're full, you will never, ever, ever have to worry about food, if you get what I mean. Okay. You feed their bellies, they're going to take care of you. So, anyway, guys, that's what this is all about. We are partnered with a company called LifeVantage, and that company is by far the world leader in cellular activation. And you're going to hear some stories about that tonight as well. We start these Zooms off each week, what we call wins, like wins and losses, wins for the week. And so I'd love for you guys to share some of the things that happened for you guys last week, especially if there's some people that have never been able to participate and share some of their wins. We'd love to see and hear from you guys tonight. So just wave at me on the screen or put your digital hand up. I'll um, try and catch all of it, and we'll and I'll keep an eye on the chat as well. All right. So anything you guys want to share tonight from this past week? And I know it was a good week. Miss Cheryl Cook.
Hello, hello, everybody. I did a wellness event Saturday. Yes, it was hot in Louisiana, but I withstood the heat and I had some good leads. And I'm collaborating with 9 of the ladies that were there. We're all in different businesses, so I'm really excited about this and I'll keep y'all posted.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And you had some rain to deal with too, didn't you? There was a tropical storm out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I know because I was in that storm a couple days before it went up to you guys. I got a front row view of that ugly thing. Ugly Bertha. Miss Robin Smith, thanks for sharing, Cheryl.
Thank you.
There we go. Hey. So I did a Zoom presentation last Friday, and I was able to share it with another friend of mine that was telling her friend about how good the products have been working for her. And so she told her, because she was only going to get one bottle of NRF2, but she told her you need to get three because you need to get three. Now she's not even selling. I've been trying to get her to sign up as a consultant, still hasn't done it yet, but she said, get back with me. So we'll see. But she ended up getting three, just like her friend, because she wants, I told her it doesn't happen overnight. You need to give it some time to really see it. And so she got 3 bottles. And so I'm super excited about it.
That's awesome. So if I heard the story right, and thank you for sharing that, Robin, someone told someone who bought some product. So, I guess this word of mouth advertising thing really does work, I think. I think I think it works. That's like third party validation times two. So that's absolutely cool. Tracy, your hands up. I'd love to hear what your win is for the week.
Aloha, everyone. Um, so I have a friend of mine that used to live on Maui, and he moved back home to Trinidad, but we've still been in touch. He is one of their top financial advisors in on that island. He has a lot of connections, and I finally reconnected with him and talked to him about LifeVantage, and he ordered 2 bottles of the NRF2. So I mean, I personally just shipped them to him, but yeah, we're hoping to figure out how to get him started and going.
That's awesome. And so could you share like what's your follow-up system like? Because a lot of times people have a hard time keeping track of people, especially when they start moving. So do you have a follow-up system that works for you?
I just use a notebook, and whenever I
Hmm.
speak to someone, I write their name down. I
Hmm.
and the date that I talk to them.
Hmm.
I've tried so many different systems, everything from index cards to creating contact sheets
Hmm.
on Excel. I've used apps, but and also, I use my phone as an alarm as well. But honestly, just writing the name down in a book
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
putting the date and checking that book every day when I come into my office to get going is
Hmm.
so far that's been the one that's worked the best.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, and I agree.
Very welcome.
I use paper as well. I do use an app to assist me on certain things, but I use paper. And you guys that don't know, we have this team, TBC, has a yearly planner that we put out that we give to people for free. I actually just printed out the month of August. It's sitting right here beside my desk, ready to go. I got the whole month of August right here. There's the planner with the calendar, the dates. I got sections down here for personal to do, my work to dos, my personal to-dos. Like it's all there, guys. And actually a spot right here that says winning with 7 spots. I wonder why we put 7 spots for winning. Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. One day a week. That's right. You guys should come with wins for the week. All right. So thanks for sharing, Tracy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Kyla, what's your wins for the week?
Well, please tell me to stop if this is not the time or place, but I have experienced a peace of mind with a animal emergency over the weekend because my horse was on pet tandem or pro tandem, sorry, not pet tandem, and I didn't know which way it was going to go. I was really worried for her. She was internally bleeding. I was devastated. And then there'd be some hope. And then I was devastated because it was down. And then there was hope because it was getting better. And the vet said to me today, it's been 4 days, and he said that he hasn't seen a horse recover the way that she has from this specific thing that we still don't know what it was caused from, but it just gives me peace of mind because I'm going to believe that it was from that because there's no other explanation. So that's my win. That's my win.
That's a huge win. That is a huge win. Animals are so important to all of us in our life. If everybody could be as nice as an animal, that would just be like, what if everybody was as nice as a dog? That would be so cool. But they're not, right? So we love our animals, and that's a huge win for the week. That's just awesome. And I thank you for sharing that. Look at the love you're getting. Look at the love you're getting in here. And I know like Chris DeRuin, he's a dog lover. Chris actually has a like I think it's a shepherd mix that had some type of wild anxiety going on, has been on pet tandem and pro tandem for just a little bit of time, and the dog is acting completely different. Chris, maybe you got to tell that story sometime. Miss Angel Fletcher's here. I'd love to hear your win for the week.
Which one do you want? God is just raining down blessings. So, right, the craziest one, I'm over here scrambling. I'm sweating. I'm scrambling so much. So, I have a brand new consultant that just literally on the first call, she's sending me all these messages like, this won't work and I can't do this. And I'm like, I'm on a call. So we finally got it figured out. She gets in, we jump on this call, and then the next message I get from her is, oh crap, I have a customer. I need a link. I can't get in my back office. My password won't work. And so it's not come through on my side yet. So we're scrambling. Gentry is on the corporate call. He's of no use to me whatsoever. And so that's a win. But my biggest win, you guys, is my mama. She called Saturday. I sent her that vitality stack thinking it was just the trio. She's like, oh my gosh, it's 7 pills. Freaking out. I send her whoever shared the before and after of the like 89 and 94-year-old parents in the group. Thank you, Jesus, for that post, because I sent it to her and I said, but mom, look what these folks looked like in 90 days, in just 90 days. And she's like, oh, so it'll help my wrinkles. Now, forget the fact that she only has one functioning kidney. That doesn't matter. Forget the fact that she's 74 and she's on like 30 medications. If it can help her smooth a couple of wrinkles, she's going to take it. So, you guys, in 15 years I've been doing this, my mother has never been willing to give me a 90-day commitment. And she gave me a 90-day commitment. She's going to take the vitality stack every day for 90 days. So that, my friends, is the biggest win of the decade.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Thanks for sharing. And Deanna in the chat, Angel, she said, my mother-in-law was night and day different on the vitality stack. So that's incredible. And I know Dr. Terry Tomlinson, she's a huge fan of the vitality stack. So yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for sharing the wins. I love that. There was a question in the chat. Where can we find the planner? The planner is in boards. Just go under business resources. The planner's there. You can download the whole thing and print it, or you can print it by the month. You can download the whole thing, go get it bound. I've done that. So it's over here. Like I got the whole thing bound up I got it in two different places. So you guys can tell I got paper going everywhere. But the planner is really, really, really incredible. And so it's designed to help move your family forward. You guys will see everything from goal setting, which is typical for planners, but not so typical like page 5 or 6 or 7. I want you to know your net worth. And if you hang around this group, if your net worth doesn't go up every year, you're either not paying attention or you're not implementing what we're telling you to do, because this group's net worth goes up every year. Simple. It's what we do. Okay. So anyway, guys, I want to now move on. Thank you guys for that. Miss Iris Riley is here looking beautiful. I'm glad she's going to be here. She's got someone that she wants to interview, a product story that I'm anxious to listen to. So you guys, Miss Iris Riley, her husband Ken, they're out in Charleston area, South Carolina. Love these guys. If you know them, you know they're just absolutely amazing. So Iris, I'm going to turn this over to you.
Absolutely. Hello, Team True Blue. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute since I've been on, and I just want to say I love you guys. So if you don't know me, like Brandon said, we're in Charleston, South Carolina. We were introduced to this in 2015. It changed our family. At the time, I was caring for my husband's mom. We were caregivers. I get a phone call from my brother-in-law. He tells me that Ken has been in a bad accident. So I'm now my husband's caregiver. And I had a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old at the time. So needless to say, women, you could probably relate. I was stressed out. I was overwhelmed. And this fell into our laps. My friend called me and said, Iris, we got something that you and Ken need to know about. We said yes to Life Vantage. We said yes to the product. In fact, I started taking it when I was 7 months pregnant, and I have not stopped. So, because it changed my life, I have such a passion to share with others. And I have been talking to this Miss Beautiful Sade Washington for forever. And Sade, could you just please unmute and just let us know how you experienced activation? What have you noticed since you started activating your body? And what do you love about it?
Hi everyone. Since I've been activated, definitely the collagen. It's been really good with my skin. I've been waking up in the mornings prior to with like bags under my eyes, and I don't experience that anymore. Clarity. I had like a bad sciatic nerve pain last week, and I was like, oh, and that, of course, taking my Protandim recover before it would take like a month for that pain to go away. But today, no pain. And then, of course, the fat burner, mm, it activated. That I was gonna call Iris and say, Iris, and that was I wasn't even on the flight, maybe my third or fourth day. And so I have like bad fibroids. To be honest, I haven't had much pain. Like I've had like 1 day worth of pain within almost the last 30 days that I've been taking it, and I've been having pain every day. So so definitely I can truly say I'm activated.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Sade.
And
Mhm.
Shauna's doing really good too. She hasn't been having any daytime sleepiness. So I'm happy about that too. And she is high function autistic. So yeah, and she's also taking the fat burner and the collagen.
Very good. Excellent. So, Sade, I'm so thank you for listening to me. I love her dearly. And so this is our goal, guys. It's just we want to move our families forward. We want to help others to move their families forward. And three things, we cannot stop sharing something that we know has changed our lives personally. I will never stop talking about it. In fact, I'm a new flight attendant and I just signed up a consultant from a flight that's a flight attendant last week. So I was going to save that win. And I'm about to sign up another one probably tomorrow, but I can't stop talking about it. Number two, we got to give people options and choices. If they don't know, they don't know. And number three, we never know the ripple effect, what will happen. Because now Sade's helping her sister. Her sister can very well help someone else. And it's just a wonderful feeling. So that's what I got.
That's awesome, Iris. Thank you. Sade, can you tell us like what products you started with and then how long did it take before you started to kind of feel some things? Give us a little bit more information about what you experienced.
Well, definitely the shipping came fast because I ordered it on like the 17th and it came on like the 20th. So the
Okay.
shipping was like super fast. Um, and I started just taking the NRF2.
Mm-hmm.
I started taking that and then noticing that with the Axial.
Hmm.
And that's been giving me a lot of energy and clarity and focus. Like today at work, it was just boom, boom, boom. And I work in a cancer center, so I'm
Mm.
hoping to eventually share that with my patients too as well.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Hmm.
Thanks for that extra information. As someone said a little bit earlier when they were sharing the wins for the week, I can't remember who said it, but someone said it was Robin that the person bought 3 bottles, and Robin said, that's good because sometimes it does take a little while for you to feel activation. So you guys, in some cases, like Sade's, she's felt it really rapidly, and that's it's not uncommon, but everybody's body is a little different when it comes to activation and how your body responds to it. I will tell you this for your body to truly feel the full benefit of activation, our cells do not turn over every month. Okay. It's longer periods of time. And so, a rule of thumb that was shared with me a long time ago that has served me very well, whether I'm talking to customers or friends that are kind of trying to figure out their journey, for every decade you've been alive, that's how many months you should be using activation before you can determine exactly what's going on in your body. So if you're in your 20s, 2 months. If you're in your 30s, 3 months. If you're in your 40s, 4 months. You guys get the math. And after that period of time, you will be certain what's going on in your body because Sade's feeling some things now, but given enough time, she will be absolutely certain she knows what's going on. And the reverse side of that is for the people who are like, I don't feel anything. And then they stop. Within 3 to 5 days, the wheels fall off the bus. And they're like, oh my goodness, I know that stuff works. I need to get back on the product. So 6 weeks, Lynn says in 6 weeks she noticed the difference. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for being on here tonight and sharing. Thank you, Sade, for being in and sharing. And we're glad for you to be a part of this journey with all of us. And Iris, thank you so much for having that share with us this week. All right, so I want to spend just a couple minutes with you guys as we close up tonight's huddle with some thoughts for our business and how we close up the month. So, you guys know, I think it's Friday is the last day of the month. I'm pretty sure it's Saturday. That's the 1st of August. And so, a few things to just keep in mind that you guys need to be aware as people that are building businesses and wanting to grow your paycheck. Number one is that you want to make sure you are commission qualified. What does it require? 300 points in sales, and some of that can come from your personal use of products. 150 points can come from your personal purchases. So maybe your subscription's 200 points. Well, you can use 150 of those points to count towards your commission qualification. The other 150 points needs to come from customers. So number one, make sure you're commission qualified. The good thing is in your back office, there's these green check marks that will tell you if you're commission qualified. Okay, so just number one, I don't want anybody to have put some work in and not earn money. Okay, every penny counts. Okay, so number one, make sure you're commission qualified. Number two is find out, if you don't know already, how close you are to two different ranks. So in LifeVantage, there's ranks, we call them gem ranks for your personal sales. And there's 4 ranks, right? There's Onyx at 500 points, it's Emerald at 1,000, it's Sapphire at 2,000, and Diamond at 4,000. Some of you, I have seen, guys, it hurts my heart. I have literally seen dozens of times people miss that rank by $1. And I'm just like, they didn't look. They didn't even know. Okay. And so make sure you check how close you are to your gym rank, because each one of those ranks is an additional 5% in commission you're going to earn the next month. Okay. So make sure you know what that is, and you got plenty of time. Get this whole week to go out. Listen, you share these stories like you guys just heard. You heard Kyla's amazing story about her horse. You heard Sade's amazing story about how she's experiencing this. If you guys don't know, we take these stories, and within 24 hours, our IT team will have these stories edited, and they will be in boards for you to share with your team. Kyla's little clip about her horse, it's going to be in boards in 24 hours. Sade's story, it will be in boards within about 24 hours. So we can take those clips and we can share that. Okay. You guys get into your phone and you guys say, so, hey, so and so, you will not believe what I heard on Monday night. And let them respond. And when they respond, you can send them the clips. Okay. So that's the second thing. Oh, actually, that's the second, but part A, right? Gym rank. The next thing is your rank for building the business, team building. Okay. There's ranks for team building. And I think, I'm going to misspeak. There's more than 10 of them. There's maybe 12 or 13 of them. I need to recount. Okay. But we start as consultants, then we go to senior consultants, then we go to managing consultants, then we go to executive consultants, and then we go to presidential consultant. Okay. Every time you rank events there, your check gets bigger. Okay. So the first 3 things I want you to check is about you: commission qualified and how close am I to the next rank. Once you got that figured out, the way you're going to probably reach those ranks is by going and helping other people, helping previous customers, maybe with some credit cards that didn't run. You guys, it is very customary that 5 to 10% of the credit cards in this company do not run every month. And it's not because LifeVantage doesn't know what they're doing or lost the credit card number. It's because the credit cards have either expired or declined. 5 to 10%, guys, that's a pretty big number. All right. Just know the company is starting to send text messages out to people when their credit cards or their subscription doesn't run, kind of a backup for us. Okay. Second group you can reach out to is people in your organization that you can go and see where they're at. So you guys can go in your back office and you can see, according to sellers, how close people are to their next rank through your whole organization. Okay, you can go in through your detailed genealogy. You can set it up where you can just click on the sales volumes and it will show you where people are. All right, and there's a bunch of filters in there. I know it might be a little confusing, and difficult, but so's life. And so you can either put your head in the sand and hope for the best, or you can get a plan. And I would rather you guys get a plan instead of putting your head in the sand and hoping for the best. Okay. Figure it out. All right. There's plenty of people. If you want to figure out your back office and you're serious about it, there's more than people in your support lines that will help you do that. All right. So the point is start working with your team for then the rank advance. And I start with seller ranks first, right? People are so close to Onyx, that's an extra 5%, or Emerald, all right? That is the two that I kind of focus on. And if I can help a few people get $100 or more points for them to get to the next gym rank, that extra 200 or 300 points might actually push me over in my team building rank. You see how that works? As they sell more product, that product volume rolls over into your team building. So they get paid on their product, but their product points rolls over into your team building points and you get paid there. All right. So you help enough people with their personal sales, and all of a sudden your team volume has started to rise, and maybe you hit that next rank. All right. Also be aware of the day of the week. It's a Friday close, guys. So you know people are a little distracted on Friday, right? So don't be trying to track people down Friday night because they're going to be out to dinner and the movies and doing stuff. Do this by Thursday. You guys, I've always had the mindset when the month ends on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I've always had the mindset that the month ends Thursday because that gives me a cushion for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday where people are just out doing their stuff. They're distracted and maybe aren't aware of some of the things that you guys need to be aware of. Okay. So that's just a few tips for you guys. And if you want to go beyond that, here's what I would do is I would get with your teams tonight, maybe put a group text thread out tonight and say, okay, guys, who's really serious about getting to the next gym rank? I'd like to put a plan together with you tonight or tomorrow to get you there. Go create a little runners group to close the month out. Go find 1 or 2 or 5, 10 people in your team that want to make some more money this month. Put a little plan together for what you guys are going to do. You guys have time to do your own private Zoom to highlight a product. Or you guys can do a private Zoom and just take a few of the clips from boards that we've got and show some prospects those all at one time. There's so many different things that you guys can do when you've got 4 or 5 days to close. It's just a matter of you guys putting a plan together and then going execute the plan. Okay. Maybe some of you might want to do an overview on the business to see if you guys can help close the business for the month. So we've been doing all these overviews. You guys have been sharing stories with people. So now it's time maybe to wrap all that up, and you might want to offer some discounts, some money back rebates for those that might want to join to close this month out, because the money that you will earn extra for the next rank could be some of the money you use to kind of reimburse some of the folks, right? Just think kind of business minded stuff. All right. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's huddles. If you are a guest here tonight, first, thanks for coming and be kind of like a fly on the wall. This is what you're going to see every week, guys. We do 3 things here. We will showcase our community, which you saw here clearly. What an amazing group of people. And you'll hear them sharing wins for the week. So we showcase the community. Number 2, we're going to always share product or business success stories every week. So you can come here every week and you can hear people that are having success with our products and our business. And Iris's little clip too was powerful about, caring for her in-laws and then caring for her husband with a car accident. It's life. Life happens, right? And it's nice to have this income. And the third thing you're going to every week is you're going to get a little bit of business training and mindset training for running our business. So you guys are welcome back next week. You guys, thank you all for being here. And let's go have a great close to the week. All right. Good night.